Hi, hello everyone. Can you hear me? So it's 11 people here. So hi, good evening, good afternoon, good good day for everyone. Hey, I make a short introduction from myself. I'm the Luxpower support engineering based in Germany, in Düsseldorf. So today our topic is hybrid series setting introduction via the app and also our our platform from website, special for the EU inverter. So today we will going through step by step how could we doing for the settings and how could we doing the in our monitor platform. And today I will do everything in a real station platform. I have already just maybe you can see my screen right now. There is a platform right now. It's working. So you can see this platform, right? So okay, let's start with the PPT first of all. Okay. So here's today's agenda. First of all, I will go through a short introduction for our platform, our monitoring features, and then I will show the web interface and also our operations guides, how could our clients to setting their working mode or to do their charging, discharging. And then I will go through with the system settings and configurations. That's also very important. I think there'll be a lot of questions on this part. And at the last part, I will do some common issues and troubleshooting cases. So let's first start it. So here's part one. Actually, I think in every PV system or every inverter company, we will provide our client a monitor platform, and the same as also our Luxpower doing. So, but we have some special things because all the software and hardware we individual by our own company. We don't use any third parties software or their cloud. So first of all, this very important for our client because your data and everything is only stored in our cloud and also in your platform. There will be no third parties between us. So I think that's also a lot of people trust our monitoring system or trust our companies. And for our monitoring system, as we say, the client can do something like that. First of all, do the system. So the monitoring system is very important because first of all, you can check all the status from your inverter, from your battery, the temperature, the charging voltage, the charging power, discharging power. Also, we can show you all the warnings, all the faults, a lot of things. Second, there's some new message. Okay. So, and then, yeah, and then the other important things is in our monitoring can show all the data analyze. You can see every 5 minutes what happens in your inverter, and also what happens from your PV, from your inverter, from battery, and from your load, from AC. Every single details will show in this platform. I will show all the details later. And the third part, you can control your monitoring system. You can choose your one, you could sell your electricity back from inverter to the grid, or you can choose your working mode when the battery should charging and when should battery is discharging. And if there's blackout, you can start the APS to do a switchless transfer from the AC side directly to your EPS side, and it's like take only like maximum 20 milliseconds, so nobody can realize that. And the third part, the last part is also important for for most of the distributors or installers, and we will give you a special account and with your installer code, and then you can control all your clients account. And basically that's all the monitoring features. And to the next slide, the part two is our web interface and the operating guidance. First of all, this is a real system status monitoring. Like we can see, this side is your battery. And here you can see your limited charge. Here, first of all, you can see your the battery's power. Right now it's charging with 1,000 watts, and the battery SOC is 52%. And here is also the important parameters from your battery, like the charging current, discharging current, if the charging is allowed or forbidden, and if there is a fast charger, it's off, and how many battery in your system, here is 4, and how many capacity. And this is quite important for the battery. And I think, yeah, I will show you something more detailed things later. And here is actually is your inverter. And here you will see there are something like a small icon like with 6 inverters. Means there are parallel system. Means there are at least 2 inverters will build in this system. And like above here is the PV panels. And here we only show you the maximum or the sum of your power from the PV side is like 4 kilowatts. And here you show that your current status is normal. And there's like in normal, that means it's really good. So there will be no warning, no fault. And if it's in yellow, then there's something warning. The system is working in warning system, in warning symbol, but you should pay attention on that. Maybe there will be cause some big issues. If there is red, it means it's a fault. Then you should contact us. We will find a solution. We will solve all the issues for you. And also we have provide some quick charge or quick discharge things, yeah, and also some forecast things like here. And like this one, like I say, there is a parallel system from the inverter. Here you see there are 2 inverters just combine this system, and each one has different PV panels. And here's also the power from his PV panels. And here's SOC from the battery, because I think he's activate the battery share functions. That means all the battery has this like at the same status. The SOC should be the same, and also battery voltage also the same. The PV charging, it could be different because it's just like it's just like the charge the battery like separately. And yeah. And here it was also important because here's like a series. One of his batteries do the premier or the master inverter, and all the others are subordinate. So that's basically our status monitoring. And then, yeah, and then here's our monitoring system can show you something different because first of all, is this built for graph. It can show all the powers from battery, from the power from grid, from consumption, also show the battery SOCs, and also your total energy overviews through the month, through the year, and your totals. And we also provide a solar forecasting system or forecasting algorithm. That means this blue, this dark blue is your currently PV productions power at today, and this light blue is basic on the weather at your location, and he will do a forecasting for the tomorrow, and it will show you what's going on. Like here is like the 12 days energy is 2.9, and tomorrow maybe you'll also get a 2.9. And I think, yeah, also data analyzer for the PV side. I think here I will show you guys the real stations, because maybe the real stations I can control it, and I think it's more real. Let me escape here, and show here right now. Here's the real station, as you can see, right? And this station is just from one of my clients. So right now, the PV just charging they just sell the electricity back to the grid and also take the load like 900 watts. And like I say, right now the battery is only 99%. Discharge. It could be discharged, but it can be charging. And here I also send as the locations, because this this station right now is in Cologne in Germany. And here you can see today it will get like 96 kilowatt hours from PV. And tomorrow during our productions, during our forecasting system, it shows tomorrow we'll get 84.5 kilowatt hours from our PV from the sun. And yeah, and here is also another important. So if you get our batteries, you can see directly the batteries BMS, they send out all the important message. First of all, it will tell us our battery voltage for 438 watts is the same, almost the same like here. And our SOC is 99%, also the same as here. And it also provides something different. It also important value like the source, the SOC, that the health status is 100%. That means battery is really good. And also tell us the minimum temperature and also the maximum temperature in your battery and from which battery cell. You can see here's cell 120, here's cell 1. And also tell you the battery's voltage, the min voltage from cell 100, the max voltage from cell 2. And this four parameter is very important for the battery, because battery, of course, is a dangerous devices. And if there's something happen like overcharge or over discharge and the voltage is too high or too low, here they will give you a warning, and the BMS and also inverter will immediately stop all of the discharging and the charging system, and to keep everything safe. And here's also our cycle count. You can see us. You can see that from this battery, I think it's high voltage battery. It's like the maximum cycle is like 8,000, and he also using 19 cycles. And right now here is our import. The powers from all of our inputs. Like here you can see, you just click here, get from 1 o'clock, there's nothing from PV, and then like 7 o'clock, they will get something from PV, like 2,700 watts, like something like that. So, and then you will see also the power from grid, like I said, the SOC of 100, it didn't discharge. Okay. And then, here is your solar generation forecasting system. You see the dark blue is today's production's energy, and also during the forecasting. And the light blue is is for tomorrow. It's a forecasting, so you can see both of them. And then basically on this graph, you will get this value from here. You know, today you will get 96. Tomorrow you will get 84. And then here's the energy overview, basically on your consumptions or on your demand. And right now you can see the solar productions from the July 1st, it gets 69 kilowatt hours from solar, and the battery discharge 2.9 kilowatt hours, something like that. And here you can also see the year. Okay, you can see in this year is from all the consumptions, or the energy overflow, and we can see the total. So the system already built for 2 years, and I think it works really well. So you see the solar in this year, he already generates like 5,644 kilowatt hours. That's quite big. And you can see his net energy export is 3,700 kilowatt hours. That's also, you know, in Germany, like each kilowatt hours, the city will pay like 8 euro cents back to your account. And he also earned a lot of money from the PV system. So that's really good news. Yeah, it's really good news. Is there any questions from here? Or you want to know something from only just for this monitor web page? So right now you can put something in the chat, or you can raise your hand, and I will unmute you and to ask me the questions. No? No questions, right? Okay, then let's go ahead. Let's see, the next part, I think, yeah, the data analyze. So let's go to the, the data analyze is also really, really important. This is in here. You just need to click that one. Then you will see also in this the same stations with the same ISN number, and you can see the data. And here they have a lot of different functions. First, in this chart, it's just for you to compare compare all the details from the inverter. Like from this one, will tell you his PV side. You can see we just combine like a 3 PV, and you can see all those PV voltage and the generation power during this day, today, and also you see PV all. Yeah, that is very, very important for the PV side. You can see what's happening. Yeah, maybe here they have something bad, it's dark, it's cloudy, and you can see all the PV's generations power. And from here, it's just special for your battery. Here you can see all the SOCs is 100, and then it's discharged to 99. And also you can see the battery's voltage and the charging power, discharging power. You see everyone. And here's for AC side, like because it's a 3-phase system, and this is voltage for the R phase, S phase, and T phase, and also your QAC. And I think important is this one. That's the power to the grid. That means you're selling something back to the grid. And here's the power you need to buy something from the grid. You need to pay them. And that's how many you should pay them. What is the power? And here's for the backup. That's for EPS. And because we don't use it, so everything is 0. And the next function is this chart comparing. So here you have separated, okay, for this window. And right now you can just compare all of them together, like we compare all the PV together. You will see currently the PV3 is nothing. They generate production nothing. And the PV2, this leader, this purple one, is very good. Sorry for that. Maybe there's a fire alarm, but I think it's good. And you can see this is the PV voltage from that. And let's say you can just hide them. Let's see our PV2 grid and PV front grid. And you can see all of them together, and also your battery power and discharge power, SOC, everything. You can put everything together to combine what's going on, and to do some troubleshootings. That's really useful for us. So, why is it so? And here is special for the energy comparison. Here's of the oil PVs and oil PV charging and discharging. You can play it around here. And most important is this data history. And here you can see, I think that the people just here do some testing. Sorry for that. Here you can see all the status in every 5 seconds or every 6 seconds. You see that? Yes, it's stop. So here, in the data history, you can see you can see for this this inverter, all the data during every six minutes, and he will update and save in here, and also show the status from this this inverter. Right now is he using PV, and he also using the grid. And he also show all the details, the PV1 voltage, PV2 voltage, PV3, and the battery's voltage, and the SOC from battery, and also your PV power, PV1, 2, 3, and more and more. And those parameters is like for, I'm not sure, because if you are special, if you are electrical engineering, you will be very, very happy to see such a tables, because you get all of things. You can see what's going on, you can see what's happening. If there's error, you can find out what's happening. But I think for the normal client or something, you know, it's not the electrical, or it's not a professional thing, guys, this part will be hard to understand, like those 4 codes. But don't be worried, because that's all my job. That's why I'm here. That's why we will support you for any time. And if you don't understand anything, you can just simply write us an email or a WhatsApp group, or anything you can do. Just contact us, and we will explain everything. So I think someone using remote control can draw something from my side. Why there's something like that? Okay, don't care. Okay, and then the local data, basically here is like just some data from today, but right now it's nothing. We don't need this part. And also important things is this event history. Here is like a storage to solve all your like warning. Here you can see here just save all your warnings infos, and or maybe also the fault infos, like here, like the notice is okay. Yeah, if you see the notice, you just contact us. We will take a look on that. But if you see something like this fault, this red things, that's really dangerous. Please just tell us immediately, and we will do it. We will do it immediately. You know, let's take out really serious on that. And yeah, and here like the most of like the latest warning is like 4 months ago, and it's just a battery open. Maybe he just disconnect his battery. So, but here is all for the data. Okay, so for this data page, this is very like important for the people, like if you want to combine something from your side. And is there any questions from this side? So if you got questions, you can just leave it in the comments or with your hand, and I will take a look. Here I will introduce you the next tab, or next page is our user account. I'm not sure, because I think most of us is our user or our installer or our distributors. And here, this 2 parts is important for I think it's for the distributor and also the installer. Let me show you what's going on here. If you have a distributor account or installer account, of course, you can see all the stations under your end users, or what you build or you already sell. And most important, for each end user, you should create such an account for the end users, like here. And important things, when you just click this one, here we'll give them their username, their password, their email, their content, their regions, their countries. And the most important, we will give you an installer code to create your end user, or the end user account under your level. And that's also important for us to tracking, is this end user belong to which distributor, or belong to which installer. So just take care of this installer code. Don't mix them up. And you know, that's also for your safe and also for our safe. Okay, this is very important for the distributors and installers. Don't mess up. Please don't do anything from here. You just get your own installer code. Don't change it, please. And for this part, it's like you need, if you need our support, of course, in this account, you can choose WhatsApp, Facebook, or just a number or email. And with the email, you just put the email here and just add it. And that's it, how you just create such a distributor account. And for distributor account, and you can create an end user account. And that's how it works. I think there's questions from this part, from the users or from these configurations. No, right? Okay. Okay, let me check my slide. Okay, then the third part is the important, it's the system settings and the configurations. Okay, let's just go through step by step. Okay. I think I will be back to this platform. So the settings, all of them are in this tab, maintenance. You know, here is also very, very important because it actually can control your inverter and your batteries. It can really change something. So if you go to here, first of all, you see maybe there's nothing from your station. You should first of all click here. You will see your station name and your SN code from your inverters. And if you have multiple installation, here we'll see the SN number 2, 3, 4, or something like that. And first of all, you should click read. Right now, our platform read all the data from the inverter. Okay, now you can see this inverter's time, Modbus address, and the firmware versions. Maybe this part you can't see from your account because I got the maintenance account or the main account. But definitely you will know your firmware versions. And then here is also not for you guys, but for me, I can see his model number, his power is 20 kilowatt, and his rule max easy. And which rules did he choose? Like this guy is in Germany, he chose the Germany standard. And if you are in the other countries, you can see there's a lot of standard here. You can choose one of you from your side. If no, just choose this normal. Okay, if no, choose the normal. And then let's see. Yeah, here's most important. The application settings. You know, first of all, you see here's generals. The most important is the normal standby. I'm not sure because there are a lot of people don't know what means standby or normal is normal. Normal is just your inverter is working with your PVs or with your batteries. But if you choose standby, that means right now the AC or your grid take load bypass, take oil consumption bypass. It means the inverter is useless in this part. He do nothing. You know, he can't charge in battery, he can't take load, he do nothing. That's the standby mode. So the standby mode typically we using to do some system updates or to change your battery type or to change something. You know, we just want to keep our client in a safe situations. Sometimes we will choose to standby mode and using the AC to take out consumptions. Make sure the normal power grid is no problem, the supply system is no problem, and we do some updates only for the inverter or for the batteries. That's why we choose standby mode. And as the client, if he don't want to use our inverter, he can also simply choose this standby. You know, he don't need to disconnect every cables or just switch off the PV only into anything. Choose standby, and right now the inverter will be totally useless for your furnace, for your house. And then here's restart inverter. It's just restarted. If there's something, you know, if you know something, there's something stranger or something you don't know, maybe something not clear, you can try first of all to restart, and it will be perfect. If it solve a lot of problems sometimes, okay. And then the go to off grid functions like you just need to you connect with the AC, but you still don't want to use it. Okay, just then you can enable these functions, and then your PV and your battery will take the load, unless you choose the AC charge mode working modes. If not, then the go to off grid we will always keep it disabled because it's just for some special case. And then also you can clear your running from the grid. If the grid loss, like there's a lot of running, like no AC, just we disconnect our cables from the AC side, and you don't want to see them, and then maybe yeah. You can hear me still, right? Or it's not good. You can hear me, right? Okay, perfect. Okay. Yeah, and then here's EPS output. This is special one you using the EPS. Oh no, sorry. I will show you what is EPS. I think most of you already know what is EPS. It's just like when the blackout, when the no electricity situations, the EPS is here, is your backup power, or sometimes we will call it UPS. But most important is this part, the standby connections. That's one you have blackout. If you want to use this EPS, you should enable these functions. You see that? If you want to use stimulus switching, like only do everything in really short time, like in milliseconds, and you also need to enable this part. And if you, if you are don't have the battery on the inverter, but you still want to use this EPS functions or EPS connections, you should also activate this functions, PV grid off. And then, yeah, you can also set your EPS voltage like 230 for most. And but you know, some I think in North America or in Japan or in something the other countries, you can choose the voltage basically on your country, on your rules. So you can just choose them and click set, and that's it. And here is for the grid cell, that one we want sell the electricity back to get some money or to support the electricity's network basic for locals. And you need to enable this part and to set the cell back power, maximum power. And if you don't want to do it, also enable the fast zero export if you want really like a real, if you want the export power is fast zero, you know. And there is a warning from this part to export the power back. And you know, it can be 100% zero. It could be like eight like I think maximum for 8 watts for each phase. If you have 3 phase, maybe it's 200, and the maximum is 200. But we also right now write our new software to reduce these parameters. But you know, right now it will be some issues about this fast zero export functions. But in general, it works. It's no problem. And like you see, this software right now, they just sell in spec. You see the export is 6,000 watts. And you can see in from each phase, like we face like has like, and then we just switch back. Okay. And yeah, and here's most important part for, I think, for all the client or end users, because here's important working mode. First of all, you see there are a lot of color here. You know, the colors, there's the rules of them. This is in the priority 1, priority 2, priority 3, priority 4, priority 5. And the self-consumption mode is our default mode. Self-consumption mode means we using your PV and your battery first. And we don't, and the latest one, we use your grid. And that's for the clients who typically want to save their money, save their bill. I just want to independence from the utilities or from the grid. And that's the self-consumption mode. And you don't need to do anything. You don't need to do any settings. It's just a default mode. That's how you self-consume. Right now, you see this guy is using the self-consumption mode for all time. And let's do it one by one. And if you want to use the backup mode, you just need to click this one. And this backup mode is like a battery is in backup. If you enable it, let's see. If we enable it, you should choose, you could set like I want my battery always kept SOC like at 100%. Okay, that's the backup mode. You can choose like I want to keep my backup, my SOC at least at 10%. That's can be user defined it and computer set it depending on your demand. And that's I don't want to change anything here. And here is like what is the maximum power from your AC side to charging your battery to keep this backup SOC. And for you, you also need to set the time in here. And if not, you can just activate it and he will do it automatically. Okay, so that's very clear. That's only for you want to keep your battery in a safe mode. You also to make a standby, make a backup for the blackout. Then you need to enable this backup mode and to set the backup SOC and also your charging power from AC side. This too is very important. No, but right now for this client I think he didn't it. I just disabled it. And you will see the control successfully. Okay. This thing back to this function back to here. The peak shaving things is like we will put the maximum demands power from your AC grid. Like you know, in some country there will be some like things like dynamic electricity price. The electricity price, like here you see, is sometimes it's very low, like in the night, and in the early morning, and also in the afternoon, it's very high. It's like here maybe it's only 1 cent. Here it's like 10 cents. It's like 10 times higher, or 2 times, or at least 2 times higher than that. And so the people want to avoid to pay more money on their electricity. And that's why we will set this peak shaving. That means we only take the maximum power from the from our grid, you know, and that's how we need to do. Like I think in American they are really popular on that, because if the power is higher than 12 and you need to pay double the electricity price, I'm not sure, but in some countries this function is very important. And to do the settings, it's also quite simple. We will give you two settings. First of all, enable these functions. Okay, and you can set like from the time 1, like let's say 15 o'clock to 16 o'clock to 17 o'clock. Let's say that I want only 4 kilowatts from our grid, and I want start to take the PV check like from 100%. It's not good, but let's say from 10, and yeah, and then you can see you click the set. Not this, click the set, and you will see here in your working mode settings, you will see in the 15 in 15 o'clock to 17 o'clock, you activate the peak shaving mode, and the peak shaving mode, the maximum is only 5 kilowatt, and start to do the peak shavings only 10% at 10% of battery SOC. And the same thing you can also do in here, and then you will get like 20 hour, and from 20 o'clock to 22, and let's say I only need one. Click set. Oh shit, that's, oh no, I need to first click here. And then you can see the second peak shaving is also here. Yeah, basically that's how this works. And yeah, so let's see, let's keep it so we can see that. And then that's how the peak shavings, the settings, how to do the configurations, everything together. Most important, you should know your peak shaving time, yeah, duration on your peak shavings, the maximum peak shavings power from your from your grid or from your countries. That's thing. I think that's also important. And then another important thing is this. Another important thing is this AC charge. That means right now I want to charge my battery, not just using the PV, but I want to using my AC to charge battery. So that thing you should enable it. Yeah, since you enable this one, you will see also control successfully. You can see this guy's already said something like he won't charge his AC typically in the night because there's no PVs. So he want to charge his battery using the max power of 20 kilowatt, and basically on the time, or you can also choose on the SOC from your batteries. And then if you set his start charging SOC or stop charging SOC, like from 5 to 100, and you start charging voltage on this stop charging voltage. And I think here is right now.
I also want to ask a question. What is that?
You want to ask me something or? No?
Fine, so. They want ask me. I say I want to ask me, say, what are you doing? Nobody asked me. No, right.
Okay, I think not for me, right? Okay, here you will start charging on this stop and set your time, you see, and now he's just want to do the AC charge from 0 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the early morning. So you see this yellow colors here, yellow bar. And then let's see, after the AC charge, then of course your grid will charge your battery from 5 to 100 or in this time. And then, yeah, and then there is also another function called PV charge priorities. This function means right now the PV is on, and I only want the my PV panels charging my battery. And then all the consumptions, all the loads will be using the ACs, or we're using your grid. So here it's only for the PV to charge your battery. Okay, this AC charge is using your grid, your utilities, or other AC source to charge your battery. And this thing is like, I only want PV to charge my battery. And of course, same thing, enable it. And then tell them, okay, when you want it, and when you want to stop it. And also tell them your time. And right now you see here, he said like from o'clock 1, but I think this is misunderstanding. You just make something wrong. And now you can see here, you'll be, maybe they were sending something like the AC charge and PV charge in the same time. And during our system, the AC charge is above this PV charge. That means he will, first of all, we're doing the AC charge, and then after this time, and he will doing the PV charge. You know, that's the priorities from our working mode. Let's disable it. So this thing is not. And then the forecast discharge mode is like I want to discharge my battery. It's also same like let's say we want for top enable it, of course. I want discharge from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And just set. You will see it's from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock. I think he's doing this right now. Let's take a look if this, yeah. Okay, you'll see here. I just set the force discharge for 2 kilowatt hours. No, 2 kilowatt powers. And in the 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock. And now you can see the PV, the battery is discharged like 2 kilowatt. And then they just discharge to the batteries, to the grid. And then you can see the export is 5,003, 5,000 watts. Yeah. Let's say it's just disabled. Let's see if we can stop it. I think it will take some time to update everything. Yeah, you will see. It's immediately there's no discharging anymore. So let's say our platform is working very well. It's just really useful. And I think basically here is our working mode. You will see, and everything is work, and the work I think is work very good. And is there any questions from this part? Any issues? No? Okay, then we go down, a bit down. Okay, then we go to the battery settings. I think here will be a lot of people ask us, I'm not sure, because some of our clients will using the normal batteries like the lithium, and some people will doesn't. And from us, it's very important if you are using our lithium battery and you want to see all those infos from here, like here, this lithium battery brand should be in our compatible list, like here, because he's this one is just this guy is just a high voltage, it's a 3-phase system, so it can the compatible list only has Hynix, Pion, and our Luxpower, and Cetera, and Adobe. And if you see a single phase, you can see a lot of brand here, or a lot of battery brand. So if the battery you buy it or you bought from from some sellers, and this one is not in this compatible list, so please don't choose the lithium battery, only choose the lead acid battery, because it's for your safe, and also for us it's also very important. And this is really and if there's some issues happening, it's not in our warranties. If I mean, if you choose lithium battery, but this battery is not in our compatible list, but somehow this BMS from this battery gets the protocol from Luxpower, or from Python, or from something like, and I know there's a lot of issues from Ukraine or from some countries, and he just choose lithium battery and random choose some CAN protocol or some lithium brand here. It will work. You also can see something like that from your monitor, but if that cause any issues or any problem, the Luxpower don't take that things in our warranties item. Okay, I will make that very clear. So we don't take any care about this part. So please make sure your lithium brand is in our compatible list. If not, choose the lead acid mode. Okay. And for settings for the batteries, it's easy. If you have lithium's battery type, you choose SOC, and you can set the charge current. You can set your charge voltage. For discharge, is the same SOC. discharge current and discharge the start discharge power, and also for your off-grid cutoff SOC and your on-grid cutoff SOC. And that's also you can set here. You can set it to 0 or to 10. It's depending on your demand or on your request. If you choose the lead exit, you need to change this battery control unit, not SOC, but the VOT, the voltage. You know, that's also very important. If you get lithium oxide, you need to, of course, for the lithium oxide, they have a lot of settings you need to do, and that's why you need to ask your manufacturers from a battery to ask them to give you this all these parameters. If they can't provide something like that, we can help you to do it, but no guarantees, no warranties, no nothing. It's just like we were doing during our experience, during our experience for that. I can only say that, okay? So for the lithium, choose SOC or choose voltage. I think both of them are okay. And for the lead exits, only the voltage. Okay, you can control everything only with the voltage. Yeah, and yeah, this thing is, I think for us, it's for yours, it's not important. And the next part is like our system is not just has battery, PV, the AC, we also has a multi-using functional port. It's called a GIM port. This port, you could be used as the AC input and also can use as the AC output. As the AC input, you can connect with a generator, a gas generator, gasoline generator, whatever generator you want. You can connect with them and make sure they have a dry start functions. You can just connect it with our inverters, and like the NO and NC is depending on your generators. And if you connect with our generators, also connect the communication cables, and you could enable the microgrid, enable this part, and then it will automatically start your generator when the AC is down, when there's a blackout, when you don't have anything from utilities. You just enable this one, and everything will start automatically. And you can choose your charge limit, your rating power, your starting charge SOC or end charge SOC. That's all from your side. You can just define it. It's no problem. And I think for most cases, because some guy already has some PV system in their house or in their factory or in their farm, and he also wants to connect with our inverter, no problem. This function called AC couplings. You can also just connect this inverter with the same GIM port and activate the AC couplings. And if you activate that, you know, make sure that it's not a generator, okay? Just very important, make sure it's not generator. If you enable this part, you need also set AC com start SOC from battery and SOC, of course, and also make sure the connected AC, the disconnected PV system has frequency shifting functions, because if it's overcharged, if the power that's provided from this PV system is too high, our inverter will automatically reduce this power to keep everything in a safe mode. And if they don't have this frequency shifting functions, we cannot to reduce his input power. So that's also very important. Make sure your PV system that's connected with to use its coupling functions has the frequency shifting functions. If not, please don't do it, okay? And yeah, we also support AC dark start, like if the battery is over discharge and there's no PV, you can connect with also GIM port using another AC system, another PV system or another AC system to start your inverter, to start your batteries. And you just need to enable it and put the time on here. Yeah, that's it. And these three functions also for the AC input. And we also provide functions like called smart load. That means you can use as the AC output. You can connect any load or any consumptions, any device in this port also. you can that means let's just enable these functions. And you can choose grid always on. That means that means if you get AC, you get it from your grid, it's connected, and they will continuously give your power supply on this port. There will be no influence from your battery's SOC, because typically this smart load you also should set your smart load start SOC and end SOC. If the battery discharge to this end SOC, this function will automatically disable. And if you want to keep it supply your device, you should enable this grid on functions when you has AC from your grid. Okay, when the grid supply is no problem, from grid is no problem. And also you can set your start PV powers. That's when you connect with your PV panels. It could be activate these smart load functions from like here is just 0.5 kilowatts. And you can also set it to 0. It's also no problem. But typically we give the 0.5. Yeah. I think that's it. And then you also have some grid settings, like because during different countries, you have different grid type, you have different frequency. That's how you can set everything here. Like I think most important is your frequency is 50 or 60. And your grid type is 230 watts for single phase and 400 watts for three phase. Is basically in Europe. I think in Asia, most of them is 220 and 380 for three phase. And I think in America or South Africa, South American will be used 120 and 208, something like that. You can choose based on your countries. And also you can choose your reconnect time and everything. There's a lot of functions here. That's just you can do it by yourself. And also here is active powers based on your grid and overload detected and everything. And also the grid protections. You can see we will set all the voltage from the phases, like from phase L1, L2, L3, and yeah, this is only for the protections, and also the frequency limits, upper limit and down limit. And yeah, and also can use the grid soft start our inverters. And yeah, I think here, if you don't know, just keep it as default value. No, please don't change anything. Only change here. Only change these two, the frequency and also your grid type. And I think here is only I can do. Yeah, I can do to reset every parameter into the default value, or clean your energy record, or clean any fault record. And if you need such functions like this clean record or reset everything in default, please just contact us. And then yeah, here's the dangle things. Here's the dangle versions. Okay, here can just see the dangles. That's it. And I think that's all the things for the maintenance. I think it's quite big. I think it's a lot of information for you guys. And is there any questions about this part? If you can ask, you can ask me right now. It's no problem. No questions at here. Okay, let me see if he just reset his everything was able. Okay. I think, yeah, I think that's the part 3 for all the working mode. And yeah, grid cell bank, export PV. Of course, I introduce everything smart load, AC coupling, generations, yeah, default settings. Let me see what is that. Okay, the system settings. Oh, okay, the troubleshootings. Okay, there. I will make some examples for the troubleshootings. So, here's one of our insurance cases. You know, the client will ask he used a lead acid battery setup, and the inverter will repeat start and stop AC charging when the PV charging operation is normally. So here we will take a look in our data analyze. Let's see here. The battery charging is the start charge voltage and his stop charge voltage is almost the same. It's not too, they are not too big range. He I think he said 46 and 56 and 49, something like that. And we will need at least there should make a big difference, you know. So that's something like that, and that's only things we can take a look on the data analyze, and you can realize, okay, they are setting the way batteries is changed not too high. So, and you need just there should be significantly higher the difference between the absorb voltage settings, and that's one of our cases. And then is the other questions like the SOC is set to 90% at 20 o'clock, and the battery didn't discharging, and then the SOC is to 70, and the battery only charge once it's dropped to below to 30. Okay, that's also really typically questions about that. So if you set the SOC for the battery charging or discharging, it's not just, you know, he want his battery discharge from 90 to 70, and maybe the currently SOC is like 80. So he won't stop this discharging. So discharging will stop when the SOC is higher than 90, so like from 91, and he will discharge to 70s. So that's why I'll make sure if your SOC is 85, then please set your discharge start SOC at 80. So you should be lower than your current SOC. And okay, then the other troubleshooting is like so he won't enable his cell power system, and enable the PV charging, enable the discharging mode. Yeah, that's also really typically questions. It's like that's why I want to introduce all the working mode, because a lot of people, they just misunderstanding like the PV charging priority. What things in the priority? Actually, the only the battery is in priority. It's not the PV is in priority. So if he activate PV charging priority, it doesn't mean PV will discharge. It means the battery will charge. Okay, so yeah, so that's how you need to think about our working modes. And during my experience, if you want to save your bill, only use self-consumption mode. You don't need to change anything. If you want, like there are some part like there are some blackout problem, or there's no electricity, and to keep the battery like at least like a 50% SOCs, and then I think that will be good. And in the next time, I think our software engineering, we will make a new functions. It's called the AI driving forecasting system. That means we will do this during your dynamic price in your countries, and also your weather and everything what we can get from to get impact or influence on your electricity price. And we will make just such an algorithm to automatically to control your inverter run. And this function will come soon in, I think, in 1 or 2 months or more. I'm not sure, but this function is really, really good. It's I think our client will be very happy about it. It's just need one client one click, add your device here, and just add everything here, and if you do everything automatically. And yeah, please expect that. Yeah, I think that's all from today. And thank you for listening. Thank you for patience. And if there are any problems or any questions or anything you want to discuss with me, just feel free to talk with me. Yeah, I'm here. I'm young. So, any problems?
Кінезу статає ціля. А не можу. Включали, то де можна моя венчатися.
Nobody raised their hand, I think, right? Okay, so I will wait here for more like 5 minutes or 2 minutes, I think. Yeah, I have five minutes time. So if there are no questions, or if you have questions, you can just ask us, send us an email or in WhatsApp. We'll be happy to help you, to support you.
Good morning. Hello?
Hello? You are talking with me, or?
So the training manual, will you send the training manual to us? Will you share it?
So please. Who's talking with? Is this Jancy Gabriel Gazat? Is that you?
No, it's Aiden.
Oh, yeah, Tayo. Is that you? Okay.
Yes.
I mean, everything else to keep everything quiet. Okay. So what's
You can send me also to me.
Then what do you want from us? User manual or what or this slide?
This slide. Send the slide to me. The training slide.
Oh. Okay, so can you put your email or something in the chat, and I will send everything. Or because I can't, I don't know where are you. So it's like this is a global meeting. You know, I'm the support engineer only for European. So maybe I don't have your contact. Please, so if you want this slide, just leave some email.
Yeah, I've sent my email address on the chat.
Okay, I see.
After the tuition, we're going to get some. 200 kVA, Union Bank, NSC, 14 in New there, right? Little Williams, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
That was the time that I think the subject. Only pay young man.
I'm not sure how we're gonna able to mute the other guys that are busy talking, that are not talking to you.
So who's talking? I'm not sure. Please some. Okay, I will mute everyone. So if you want to talk with me, please raise your hand or just leave something in your command, and I will unmute your mic because I don't know who are talking with me.
Hi, hello.
Yeah, okay.
Can you hear me?
Is that you?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't get much of a clarity in terms of the training manual that you just presented to us here, or the slides that you had. What do you want us to do to have the copy of those slides that you were presenting?
So you don't.
Thank you.
So you are a user or you are a distributor or what is? I'm not sure yet.
I'm both.
You are both. So.
Yeah.
And because these things, what I want to do is just introduce all of you our monitor system, how it works, and how you could do all the settings and configurations basic on your demands or on your requirement. And right now you can tell me what do you want? You want to save your money, or you want to save you want to get more SOC from battery? That's the main questions from us. And is there some blackout situations or no electricity situation on your countries, on your local? Hi,
Look,
Ridani, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. The only thing that I want to know is you have presented the training to us. For sure, we cannot catch everything out of our brains. So I'm asking
Yeah,
for
of
the
course.
copy of the slides that you had, whether I'm a user or I'm a distributor. Then I can go back and go check my system and
Yeah.
compare.
That's why I please give me you take a look on the chat. I told you, everyone can leave their email here, and I will send all of you this slide. And yeah, and if you get any questions, you can write me back and ask me, and what you want, and I will give you
All right, I'll
answer. Sorry, I didn't get you.
send you my email address on the chat. All right, no problem. I'll talk to you on the. I'll talk to you on the chat. It's okay. I'll talk. I'll.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure because someone please email the presentation to me. Okay. Yeah. You don't need to send me a private message. Just send everything in the main chat, and I will save everything here. Please can you explain step by step to set up the monitor system interface the inverter reason using. John, I'm not sure what you mean the step by step. You're just you just started what do you want me to do? I'm not sure what do you want really me. So you mean because this platform you can get and I write you a private message, John, okay? I think okay. Actually, the presentation is finishing. It's over, and if you have other meetings or other things to do, you can leave here. And if you want talk something with me or discuss something, you can still stay here. It's no problem. Okay, let me do something like that. I will leave my WhatsApp number here, and I think. Yeah. You can just connect. Because John, your question is too big. You know, it's everything. You know, I don't know what you want. So if so could you drop your okay? Of course, my WhatsApp.